Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us today. My name is Dominique Barnes-Walker. I'm a graduate in the Ph.D. program in couple of family therapy. I'm very honored and grateful to be chosen to give the student commencement speech on today. I first want to say congratulations to the class of 2020. Yes, we did it. I understand this is an amazing accomplishment, but I also understand how difficult it has been to have a graduation during this pandemic. We all finished our degrees during a very exhausting and difficult year. I know for myself, I could have never imagined or predicted that we'd be having a virtual commencement ceremony. And I'm sure for many of you, this is not how you imagine things. But as practitioners, we know we should trust the process, and this is part of our process. In reality, we are history makers, and this is a very historic moment. This is a very historic year. The fact that we're still graduating during the COVID era and we're off to our different career paths and opportunities, I'm very excited for all of us. So again, congratulations. There are two key points here that I want to make and leave with you all today. The first is one very basic Adlerian principle. We are all social beings, and with that, we have all been socially constructed by the things that we've experienced in life in so many ways. This has led us to our chosen career paths, our areas of research, the work we do in our communities, and our choice to go to an institution whose mission is to fight for social justice and equity. During these last 4 years, or however long your program was, I'm sure you guys have seen how much things are constantly shifting and changing around us. This last year has been very challenging in itself. Social injustices have been seen on camera at an all-time high. We have witnessed several forms of discrimination and social injustices in the media. This is very unique to our time and our era because the generations before us didn't have the opportunity, the ability, or the access to show these things to the world. Class of 2020, this is my call to action to each of you. There is a need for us practitioners to come together, no matter what discipline you come from, whether that's counseling, art therapy, couple and family therapy, psychologists, psychiatrists. We are all social change agents. And with that, we can make a difference. We can help folks heal from trauma, uncover those hidden wounds that they have experienced from social injustices that they face. When we leave here, now that we're done with our respective programs and training, do not let your work stop. Let's continue to do our work, continue to do the work on ourselves, but also for our clients and the people who we're coming in contact with. It is so important that we stand up against these social constructs and social injustices that hold power and dominance in society. There's a saying that we use in the Black community, and it goes like, your mama taught you better than that, because you know better. Well, as an Adler graduate, you've been taught better than to not work and keep fighting against social injustices. You've come across some common hour, some organization, some conference, presentation, class lecture, reading, a research article that taught you how to stand up against social injustices. I recognize this work is an ongoing process, but we as practitioners are in a position where we can be part of that process and change things. There are so many marginalized communities and people who need practitioners like us. Many of us will continue on doing research, will teach in academia, see clients in a therapeutic setting. Please make it your mission to address inequalities and social injustices inside and outside of therapeutic settings. My last point is very brief. It's actually a quote from one of my favorite poets and civil rights activists. Maya Angelou once said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you make them feel." Try to remember to think about how you make people feel. As practitioners, when we are holding space for our clients, when we are speaking at engagements, when we are teaching and in conferences, or interacting with any human being, never forget how you make people feel. Again, congratulations, and I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you.